I like your makeup. It looks fantastic.
Thank you. It took me a long time.
Oh, thank you so much for doing that for me. I appreciate it. That looks
Yeah, of course.
cool. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and get started. Angel Mars, thank you so much for being on my podcast, aka Strawberryg0th. Love your new album.
Thank you.
Anything you want to promote before we get started, or just go right into the album?
Um, yeah, just the EP. Just that. It's been awesome.
Cool. Tell me about the recording process. Tell me about just coming into it musically, lyrically. Tell me about everything that kind of went into it.
Um, well, I use only like BandLab.
Oh, that's fine.
Because it's like the most cheapest thing I feel like you could
Sure.
use.
Yeah.
I can't hear myself in my other ear.
Sorry about
Um, um, yeah, it's just simple. I use my AirPods. I don't have like fancy equipment or anything like that.
that.
Um, it didn't take me too long, maybe a couple months to fully record everything and put the lyrics together.
Yeah.
Um, it was a lot of fun. A lot
Yeah.
of fun. It was
No.
very tasking, I will say, but yeah.
Tell me about the writing like lyrically. I mean, are you one of those where it'll just kind of come to you? Do you got to kind of sit down and just let it kind of envelop you? Like, what's your usual process?
Um, the one song that I can pick out really is Treat You Like a Man, which is my first ever song. Um, I've been kind of sitting on this like feeling of dread for years, you know?
Sure.
Um, and I'd gone to see a band called Felu at the Barter Box here in Lakeland. And I was just so like this song started coming to me of like just like I want to do what they're doing.
Sure.
And then got home and I was like, what was the chorus of like treat you like a man? I'm like, there's something there that
Mhm.
I could work with. And if I pull up the lyrics, it might be a
Yeah, please
second.
go ahead. No, take your time. Yep, you're good.
Um, if I could find it. There we go.
Yeah, you're
The I had the main part of like mom you call me a bitch just like stuck in my head for like an hour.
yeah,
Um, and I was like, okay, bitch, what else goes with that? What else is there? And I was
yeah,
like, you know what? I don't know what the hell goes there, but I'm just gonna write whatever I felt.
yeah.
That's what I got. He tried to steal my life, and he told me to his knife. And I was like, that could be really good. So
Great line.
yeah, I'd hopped on Band Labs, and a lot of them are like pre-recorded beats that
Mhm.
people make and do. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna find this like I think it was like 80s horror track or whatever.
Cool.
And I was like, this could be really sick.
Yeah,
So I had just gone with that and I'd found more beats and I was like, yeah, this is what it is.
I love.
So it, it's a mix of like the lyrics coming through and then just hearing the sound of like the song, the opening of like the heartbeat, and then you get to like the dun, dun, and I'm like, ooh, yes. And
I
so
love
it
it.
writing that was such a fun. But wrote that song in 3 days.
That's cool. That's
I
cool.
was
And then it just kind of snowballed after that, where you just kind of felt the creativity flow and just kind of keep making new songs and everything like that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
I definitely after my second song, I was like, you know what? I'm taking a little break,
Mhm.
taking a little time. I'm gonna keep writing stuff because with writing, I will write the chorus
Mhm.
and then I'll forget about it for months. And
Yeah.
I've always done this. I've always done like, oh yeah, this could be a really cool chorus.
Yeah.
And then I exit out of my notes app, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go write another one
Mhm.
instead of like finishing one song.
Right.
Um, but that's kind of how I did my third song, which yeah.
Which third song was that? Was that the third single that you put out?
Yeah, I want to say that was Witch Hunt. Yeah.
Let me pull that up since we're pulling up phones right now. So I was
Yeah.
listening. Have you thought about putting it on Bandcamp where you can get like people just be like, "Oh, I like it, so I'll pay money to you for it." You know what I
I
mean?
have never thought about that.
It's
I know about Bandcamp
great.
and I know that it's really good.
Yeah,
I'm
people will
just
give you money. It's great.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Two Point Band came out in 2004. That was your first one.
Hmm.
I did, and then Witch Hunt. Tell me about All I Did.
Ooh,
Okay,
that
if you want to, I don't want to push you into anything that's overly personal for you.
I can be vulnerable. It
Okay.
was about a relationship that was toxic on both sides.
Hmm.
Um, And it's kind of like an apology
Yeah.
without, I don't know, throwing it in someone's face and like realizing that you've done wrong. And it's okay that you know that you've done wrong
Hmm.
and fixing it entirely and not being the same person you were back
Right.
then.
No, I understand that. No, 100%. No, that's great. Are you're they them, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about coming into that and feeling like you can fully accept yourself. Tell me about that process.
Um, well, I kind of knew from like a young age that I didn't really feel like a girl or boy, or I just didn't like my whole life my mom was like, you don't really have like you're not just one thing, you're more than just that.
Sure.
Um, and I kind of really discovered what non-binary was, I'd
Mhm.
say during high school.
Yeah.
I was in a very closed off um Southern Baptist kind of
Mhm.
like school
Sure.
that was just miserable.
Mhm.
It was miserable.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't express myself, but then I got to cosmetology school, and that's when I was like, I
Oh,
can do whatever I want.
yeah.
So that's when I kind of really dived deep into going to like my first pride or going into like my first like, you know, feminine relationship. And that's when I was like, yeah, I kind of feel like I don't have to identify as either or to
Hmm.
feel like myself. And that's when I really found me, you know?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely, 100%. Tell me about growing up. If you want to, I mean, whatever you're more comfortable with sharing. I mean, you grew up in Florida, which is Florida. So tell me about, growing up, finding music, whatever other hot writing and stuff. Tell me about just finding your creativity as growing up.
yeah. I always had like a pencil in my hand or like a marker or like a paintbrush. My favorite thing to do growing up in elementary school was go to art class
Yeah.
and just paint or draw or like sketch something. It's always been a huge thing for me.
Yeah.
Um, and middle school, I'd gone into choir class. And that's when like everything changed. I was like, I love this. I love everything about this. I loved learning music. I loved doing it. I knew like several languages because of that choir class.
Oh, wow, that's
I knew
cool.
like Latin, German, parts of Spanish,
Ooh.
French. Like he taught us everything. Um, and then I got into that homeschooling kind of thing in high school.
Ah.
Yeah, I'd been taken out of eighth grade because
Mhm.
I was bullied religiously.
Oh my gosh, yes. Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because you're different growing up and people don't understand that in like your little small town that's no longer a small town but also big as hell now.
Right.
Um um then I'd gone into that really awful like Southern Baptist
Mhm.
mentality of like I can't be me because I have to be a woman. I have to be feminine and I have to look, can't have no color in my hair, have to wear pants only, and I felt very constricted with that school. And then I had joined their choir class.
Mm.
And while I don't believe in,
Sure.
you know,
Religion, yeah.
that
Or high
anymore,
school religion, yeah.
yeah. I had it was the best thing for
That's
me
cool.
to find my voice. And even though I'm no longer a soprano,
Yeah.
um, it taught me how to have a huge range um of like doing alto soprano and like everything. And it was my junior year, I want to say. We had gone to South Carolina for nationals because we had won state championship for
Yeah.
choir
Yeah.
for ensemble.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I was an alto. I had those same pairs of pants, by the way.
I know. It was funny because I was like, every podcast, I want to be like comfortable. Like, I always wear like a different horror movie shirt, band shirt,
Yeah,
whatever. But if I'm chilling in my bed, I'm like, I got to have my cozy pants on. You know
I
what I mean?
just noticed it and I was like, I gotta say something.
Because you're the one that ever's like, pants. You know what I mean?
I'm like, oh yes,
I love it. That's
that
great.
was. Sorry, that was so off
No,
topic.
it's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. So,
Um,
finding your voice in choir,
yeah,
doing the running the circuit of competitions and everything like that.
yeah,
But it's cool that you came out of going, okay, I'm dealing with this sort of organized religion type hogwash, but you took something out of it that really meant a lot to you and going, I found myself, I found my voice.
yeah.
And what happened after that point?
Well, we'd still also won a second state championship in my senior year. And that's when I kind of like picked up my guitar. I still can't play it.
That's
I
okay.
can't play it for shit to this day. I'm awful at that. That's why I do techno music because it's
Yeah.
just like me, like a little beat pad. It's not.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
um, and then I'd hit Cosmo School. I kind of put all music aside for like a long time, but I'd kept writing lyrics and like poems and everything, and still doing art.
Mhm.
Um, and then I hit last year around like the beginning of 2024. No, let me rewind.
Mhm.
I'd gone in the music scene in cosmetology school.
Oh, okay.
That's when I'd really experienced a lot of bands, like Florida bands, not really Lakeland,
Yeah.
but like going to shows with
Mhm.
people. And then 2023, after COVID,
Mhm.
after all of that hit, I'd gone to, I think, my first ever show,
Oh,
like hardcore show ever.
who was it?
That's a really good question. Oh my God, who was that?
Okay.
Um,
So it was a
I
hardcore band.
think, yeah, it was, I know, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I know who it is. It was Trash, who was a Midwest emo
Oh, okay.
band,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
who I'm hoping to go see again this year. Fingers crossed, because I would love to see them again.
Let me. I'm going to be unprofessional real quick. Is that the Midwest trash?
Yeah, TRSH, Trash Midwest.
Are they the
I'm
one
gonna
from
change my
St.
lighting because
Louis?
I feel like it looks too yellow.
Is that the one from St. Louis? I know there's a couple bands, hardcore bands from here. Um, Let me look it up. Trash
That's
Midwest
too blue.
band.
Oh,
Yeah, from Springfield. Okay.
yeah.
Dot
I'm changing my lighting.
QRSA. Okay, that's cool. No, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So you went to your first hardcore show. Tell me about that. Like you're like, holy shit, this is everything.
Yeah, that was my first time ever moshing as
Oh,
well.
cool.
That was
It's a religious experience.
it was. I got my ass pushed down at least 3 times.
Oh wow.
Never moshed before, so I'm in the pit and there's just this 200-pound man
Yeah.
just I end up on the floor at least two more times after that. Hit my head on the stage
Yeah.
while Trash is playing, I think. And I'm like, you know what? This is great. This is fun. I don't care what anyone says.
Right.
Yeah.
I love
And
that.
then I just kept going to shows and being like, this is I want to do this. I want to be on stage, even though I have extreme stage fright.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I would love to perform, but that would take so much from me,
Mm. Oh yeah.
The thought of being perceived is horrifying.
No, it's cathartic. Like it's that first time is nerve-wracking, but there's something to that where it's like, oh, I can push past it. Like if you do it, like I said, if you got to be comfortable enough with your machine that you're using, whether you use backtracks or even just if you're using the tablet, like a lot of people are doing that now,
Yeah.
and you can sing comfortably and just find your place, like you could totally pull it off. And not just that, but
Yeah. It's like I know who I am,
mhm,
but the thought of and I also don't care what people think about me. It's just something is there that's like you can't do it. You're not
mm,
allowed to do it,
mm,
And I never had stage fright really in high school, but
mm,
that's been like 8 years now.
yeah,
With choir, but it whenever I got older and I started trying to like sing, I was like, I can't sing to myself either. Like I can't do any of this.
right.
And it's like the most stupidest, embarrassing thing ever to
Of course.
to feel like you're scared to sing in front of your friends,
Mm,
because they're like your biggest supporters.
yeah,
Um, but hopefully one day,
you will.
uh, who knows? It's horrifying.
I think you'll get to that point where once how comfortable are you just now, like kind of finding yourself with music? Do you kind of dabble with it? And this is kind of your first time putting things out on social media and going, hey,
Yeah.
artist, I do. Have you thought about doing music videos like and stuff like that?
I wanted to for a little bit for my first single. But it's about finding who you're comfortable with to record you.
Yeah,
Um, and like planning out whole scenarios of like what you want in the film because I'm a very visual person.
of course.
I have made like small short films before with
Mhm.
old
Yeah, I've
friends
seen
of
them. I've
like,
seen a few things online, even just your makeup tutorials and stuff like that.
yeah. And it's just, it's so hard to get comfortable
Mm-hmm.
being behind a camera or being in front of a camera. I love filming people. I
Sure.
love taking photos of my friends, but as soon as it gets to me, I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you want me to look?
Freeze up. Yeah.
What's the vibe we're trying to go for as if it's not my own thing?
Yeah.
But it's so weird because I can picture the whole song in my head of how I want it to go.
Mm.
Of treat you like a man is like you're calling up your mom and being like, I just killed this guy. Now what? You know?
So cool.
And it's like I can picture that whole music video in my head, but then putting it into like actual like film, I'm like, oh shit. I gotta be the one who's singing that back to the camera. I gotta be the one that's in that.
Yeah.
And it's horrifying.
Oh yeah. Have you tried like thinking about like working with other people? Like, I mean, make it like a group effort and just go, hey, I got this vision, and that's kind of one of the great things about being an artist is that networking really helps out. It's scary sometimes to network and go ask other people for help sometimes.
Hmm.
But it's truly rewarding. Like if you go, hey, I got this idea, ask some friends, ask friends of friends, whoever, and just go, hey, can you guys kind of help me conceive this idea? And even
Hmm.
if it's not you, have someone that plays you on screen. Just
Right.
someone that could be like, someone you're like, I can comfortably see you playing me as this character in this music video. Like you can,
Right.
like it's really crazy and it's really neat. And I just even that coming up with like a good like horror based music video for just that song, I was like that would be cool. Like I could get goosebumps just seeing something like that.
Yeah. I love horror. I
Me,
love it all.
yeah,
I'm a huge like I have a Chucky doll in my room that I got from like a geek box
yeah,
10 years ago.
yeah, of
Horror is just I love it. And that's why I want kind of my music to have like a horror element to it,
course,
you know?
yeah,
Like I love horror soundtracks. I
mm-hmm.
love musical soundtracks, even though I'm not a musical theater person by any means.
Yeah,
But give me Phantom of the Opera. But I love horror. And that's kind of why I wanted to make my song very like in your face and like loud, and it's just horror and like the gothic element will always be what I want to go for in some songs,
yeah.
you know?
What was like your introduction in horror? Like books, movies? What was your favorites? Like, what's your like desert island like movies, books, albums? Like, tell me all that shit.
So my first ever introduction to horror was because of my mom. No shade to my mom. I was like 8 or 9,
Mhm.
and what's the one movie with the aliens that are like I think is it the Fifth Element? I
Uh,
think.
was it the one that's kind of like a found footagey?
Yes. Oh God.
That
Oh God.
fourth was it fourth? What was that one? Found footage horror alien. Come on. No, that's not that one. Oh crap, what is it? It's right here. Hold on, let me see it. Here's a link. Is it the one with she was in Resident Evil? Was that the one with I'm gonna pull it up for one minute, one way or another. I'm sorry. I
No,
feel
you're
like
good.
I'm professional, but it's a very chill. The fourth kind? Is that
The
the one?
Fourth Kind,
Oh
yes.
my gosh, yes. That one freaked me out. Like just I like found footage, like horror in general. Like it always
Yeah.
gave me the willies, but just seeing that with like aliens and then it just the way they edit it and just everyone's face just like it
Yeah.
wigged me out, dude. Yeah.
Imagine being 9 years old seeing that for the first time. Oh my God. I couldn't sleep in my room for weeks. My
Yeah.
brother would have to check under my bed, and he was like, I don't want to do it because I'm scared too. And I'm like, Mom, please come
Yeah.
check under our beds.
Yeah.
That was like my first ever horror experience, and it was mortifying.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I'm really into the paranormal.
Okay, cool.
So I'm also like very like psychic, and I do a tarot, like I'm a
Oh,
pagan.
that's cool. Yeah, tell me about
Yeah.
that. No, please.
Um, I love it.
That's
It's
cool.
been very freeing,
Yeah.
especially deconstructing, which was hard.
Mm-hmm.
But it's made me found myself more now that I'm not confined to just one little thing
Sure.
that I don't sit with well, you know?
Fine. Yeah, of course. Of course.
But back to the horror element, I also love found footage as well.
Yeah.
I love ghost encounters.
Hmm. Yep.
My favorite found footage horror film.
Yeah.
I think it's so classic. I love VHS as well, that whole thing.
Oh, VHS. I'm so excited about the new one. I had to set aside my Shutter subscription for now just to save a bit of money. But once Halloween comes around, they got the new one. They got
Yes.
new VHS I'm excited about. I love no matter how ridiculous they are or how like the early ones are super creepy and odd and dark, but
Hmm.
then they progressively kind of get a little cheesier. But I'm all for the cheese. Give me the cheese.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah.
Yeah, I love horror. I love because I also watched Sweeney Todd as a child.
Yes.
Horrifying, made me so sick whenever I first watched it. Thanks, Mom.
Is it the Tim Burton or is it the like the
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton? Okay, perfect. Yep.
That one is so bloody. It's so gory,
So great. It's
but
so
it definitely stuck with me and like kind of a good way of exploring new like makeup artistry, I guess.
sure.
Because I love like SFX makeup. I
Mm.
love it. I did one for a short film by my friend,
What's it called?
Anathema
Oh,
by Drew.
okay.
He is so sweet. I've worked with so many people on that set, and it's just like that whole experience. I wasn't there for too long, but it was just so like watching people be behind the camera and being in front of the camera and acting, and while you're not even in it,
Hmm.
it's like it was just such an interesting time to
Yeah.
just watch this happen.
Sure.
Um, so that was a lot of fun. But horror will always be
Mm-hmm.
like so iconic.
Mm.
Look
100%.
at look at all the villains that are now, especially Art the Clown.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait to watch that new one.
Oh,
Isn't there a
dude.
third one coming out?
Yeah, they're working on one. I love
Okay.
Terrifier, all the Terrifier movies.
Yeah.
Here's the weird thing. Oh, you're pretty young. I grew up, born 85, so it was like horror was kind of unorthodox in a way. So now
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, even just here, I'll go and show you one of the things we have on our wall. It says, in this house, so it's got all the little mini characters. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Poppy. So yeah,
It's so cute.
we got so much horror stuff in this house. I got a horror blanket. Like it's become such like a thing now where everybody will just be wearing a horror movie shirt and it's just like, horror's like it's in and it's so cool. Like it's finally like,
Yeah.
everybody can just sit around and talk about horror without being like, oh, you're a weirdo. You're what
Yeah.
weirdos that watch, you know what I mean?
Or being like, it's demonic. Like, no, it's
Oh
not.
God. If I grew up in the satanic panic,
Yes.
I had to deal with the bullshit of like, oh, can't watch that movie. It's satanic. It just drove me nuts. It just drove me nuts. So
That's why I liked it's the Maxine franchise.
yes.
The last one where it's like set in Satanic Panic.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie so
Oh,
much.
it's a good one. It's
Maxine and Pearl. Oh, I that's oh, it's so good. It's so
good.
good.
You like that, like just all three of them with is it Triple X, Pearl, and Maxine was the third one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I loved how it kind of it I don't know how to explain it, but the whole like introduction to like her being in like the adult film industry and
Yeah.
then becoming like a full actress
Mhm.
is like people like you couldn't do that back then, you
Right.
know? And
Yeah.
then now it's like you see people who are like these stars who have this background.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think it's just so interesting how Maxine is played, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think I binge watched all three of the movies in like a week,
Yeah.
maybe, because I
Yeah.
didn't have the second, like, because they're not all on one,
No.
like
Mm-hmm.
streaming service, so whatever. Um, but I loved Maxine,
Oh,
loved Pearl. I love how she's just a woman in this adult film industry that is just also a psychopath. So
she knows what she wants, and that's what I think is great. Where no one can get in her way with what she wants.
yeah,
Know what I mean? And I just love that. And it was wild that Triple X was one of those when it came out. You're going, where's this going? You know what I mean? Like you don't expect just Mia Goth being the character developed in here, and it just progressed into different eras, different genres. Like they kind of just pulled from different, and it's just I don't know. He just really knew how to pull it off and just kind of expanded the world. You know what I mean? It was a
yeah.
wild collection of movies. I loved it. I really
Hmm.
loved it. what would be like your desert island? Like, what's your comfort movies? Your okay, let's do five. What's your top five comfort movies that you go, I'm having a shitty day, throw it on, I'll watch it.
Okay, so if we're doing non-genre, I
Sure,
have to
we'll do
go.
that. Sure.
My favorite movie ever is The Wizard of Oz.
Hey, my
It's
mom.
a classic. It's iconic.
Mhm.
I just watched Wicked for the first time and I cried.
Oh, really?
Oh
Oh,
my God, Cynthia killed it.
hmm.
So Wizard of Oz.
Cool.
Um, I don't have any of my DVDs out.
Very good.
But yeah, The Wizard of Oz. I would say Ghost Encounters
Ghost Encounters. Okay.
has to be one of my tops.
Yep.
Um, this is Tangled.
That's okay. No, 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 no. I don't judge. Just so don't be like, oh shit. No, we don't judge here at all. So go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Tangled. It's one of my
Mhm.
favorite movies ever. Um, what else is there? I'm like so confined to like two movies usually.
Yeah.
Um, Piercing.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen Piercing?
I don't. Let me look it up real quick.
It
Piercing.
is. I think it was in the Sundance Film Festival. It's based off of a book, and it's so non-conventional. And I wrote an article about it. Um,
2018.
yes,
Okay. All right. Got it. I'll save that. Cool. I
yeah,
haven't seen that one yet. No, no, I haven't. So
it is a total. Can I swear?
yeah. Go ahead.
It's a total mind fuck.
Yeah.
Um, but the directing,
Mhm.
oh my God, I've never seen anything like it before.
Yeah.
I love movies that kind of feel like a fever dream.
Yes. Me
You
too.
know,
Yep.
I love the whole like you think you know one thing, but it's actually entirely the other thing. Oh, it's iconic.
So it's like a mind fuck. So it's one of
Yeah.
those where it's like it just really good. I love those. I'm gonna have to because I like anything where I go in and if it just goes, oh yeah, flip the script and you're going, wait, what the? Yeah, I'm all for those. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, piercing, and then I would say if I want to wrap it back around to horror films, um, I think I would go with the first Chucky film.
First Chucky, that's a good one. That's
I
a
love Chucky.
I love Chucky. Chucky's great, and the character development of Chucky where it's the direct. Have you seen the documentary about Chucky yet?
I have not.
So he goes into how the director was finding his own gender, sexuality, stuff like that, and he was able to kind of bring it into the Chucky movies. That's why I think is it Chucky's uh the seed of Chucky. I'm trying to think. Was he her? I'm trying to think how they.
They're like child.
Yeah, their child.
Yeah,
Yeah,
their child. I think their child was like non-binary,
yes, that's what it was. Thank you. I was
something
trying to
like
make sure I
that.
was getting the. I was like, wait, am I getting the definitions right? But yeah, non-binary Chuck. Yep, that was awesome.
Non-binary Chucky.
Yeah. But no, it was like one of those like it's such a great because it's what they do is if you're a huge Chucky fan, they go in from movie to movie and they go a long time. Like it's a long document. I love long documentaries. Give me 4 or 5 hours of just geekery. I'm all for it.
Yeah,
And
I
that's what they
totally
do.
agree.
They go into movies, they go into the development, they talk to the actors, they talk to the director, talk to the writer. And the writer, the guy who put it all together, he's kind of bringing how can I bring myself into the character of Chucky or the life of Chucky and all this other shit. And he's coming to terms with his own sexuality too. So he's bringing it to the screen as well. It's
Hmm.
so unique and so cool. And I wish they would kind of add a little bit more on how they decided to bring it with the TV show as well.
I never finished watching them, but I
I
did
haven't either.
love.
I really.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm. This is great. So
Mhm.
cool. Well, that's all. But yeah, my see, I'm one of those where I'll bounce from horror to non-horror. So I'll say Night of the Living Dead, the original.
I've never seen that one.
Awesome. It's so good. It's a classic, and it's
Actually, I have seen that one. I have it on DVD in my room, actually.
really good. I like the Criterion version better, just because they cleaned it up. And but non horror would be A Christmas Story. Is one of those I watched every year. It's just like a childhood thing. Yeah.
Which one's that one?
It's the kid that sticks his tongue to the pole, red
Yes.
gun.
It is so classic.
So classic. That's one of my favorites. Let's see. I think my go-tos. Driller Killer. That's one of my favorites. That's a good one. That's one of those public domain where some people have seen it, some haven't. It's a very like the rough in the streets, New York style. And he's an artist and he's slowly going mad. And like
Relatable.
yeah, and he's an yeah, and it's great. Is it's really relatable, and you realize that he's trying to finish his final painting. The guy who he sells his artwork to hates it, and so, but he keeps trying to borrow money from the guy who he deals art to because he can't afford any more paint and this, that. And it starts driving him crazy. He's losing money. His girlfriend is slowly hating him because he can't provide anymore. And so he takes his aggression out on the streets to the homeless and people like that in the streets with a drill. And he starts just killing people with a drill. It's fucking
Okay.
perfect, dude. Check it out. One of my favorites.
What's it called again?
The Driller Killer. You can
I
find
will.
it on YouTube. You can find it on Tubi.
Is it 1979?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, I have it written down.
Great one. Yeah, if you have that one, that's a really good one. Miss 45. If you haven't seen Miss 45, it's same director who did Driller Killer. Uh, she's a mute who doesn't talk, and she was I guess I'll say it on here on the podcast. She gets raped, and
Hmm.
so she takes her revenge out on men the whole time. So yeah, so she just doesn't talk, just doesn't trust any men, and just starts killing them. And it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just found that
Yeah,
like
I know my friend actually recommended that one. I still haven't watched it yet.
so yeah. And then what was that for? So I'll say my last one would be The Evil Dead. So the original Evil Dead is a good
Gotcha.
my
That's
favorite.
awesome. That's a really good list.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So let's go back to you. Let's focus on your art and your tell me about you loved painting. So tell me what was your influences on painting? What's your painting type? You like to draw, sketch? Tell me everything about that.
Well, I don't have any of my sketchbooks or my art out.
Okay.
But I love stippling artwork.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the
Oh
little
my God, I found that and yeah.
mhm.
I did one that took me, I keep trying to find them, but they're so far away. That took me 12 hours to make.
Oh,
It's
what was
on,
it?
actually,
You can get it if you want. That's totally up to you. If
I
if
don't
it's
know where it's at.
available,
So
okay, that's fine.
give me 1 second. I
Yeah, go
see
ahead.
if I
Take your
can
time. I can edit this out.
find it over here
Yeah. Mhm.
somewhere. I don't think I can find it.
That's okay.
Ah,
Woo. That's okay. Did something break? Did we break something?
I had a cup like this full of paintbrushes that just shattered.
Oh, shit. Do you need to clean it up or it's okay.
That's so awkward.
It's okay. No, we can edit it out. I'm not worried about it. So
That's crazy.
that it's
Um,
like real bad, like you need to clean it up right now. Yeah, I can pause it or wait. So
it
totally up to you.
it'll be okay.
It'll be fun. Okay, no, that's
I
fine.
will clean that up whenever we're done.
I just don't want you to like step on it and just all of
Ah,
a sudden you're like my foot, like
my
scream.
foot. It'll be okay. It's definitely not the first time that's happened.
Yeah,
But yeah, I can send you it on Instagram and I'll show you it.
that's fine. No, that's perfect. Yeah, I want people to know like what else you've been doing, just so you can keep promoting on social media and just let people know like, hey, I do art. If you want to buy art from me, or if you want to
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, just I hate to be that guy, but it's like always keep posting and promoting, even if it's like it feels weird and selfish. And it's like
yeah,
people don't want this shit. Like, I've always been that guy in the beginning where it's like, why put my music out? Why put anything out? Nobody gives a shit, you know?
yeah,
And it was just like, just keep putting it. And somebody out there is like, oh shit, I fucking like that. And then
yeah,
they're checking it out, or even just going, hey, I got this project, can you please do an art thing for me? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
All of my art is on Dark Arts by Mars on Instagram.
okay,
Um, my most recent painting I can grab without breaking anything.
yeah, go for it. Yeah,
It's a pretty big painting. And ignore how my background is. I've been sick for, a week, so
okay, you're fine.
I'll show you it.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm putting my earbuds back in.
You're good. Go ahead.
Wait, do you say I'm sorry?
Yeah, tell me about that piece.
It's kind of because I just turned 26 on the first, and it's kind of like you're laying on this bed,
Yeah.
and then all above you is memories of childhood.
Oh, that's cool.
And I love the I think it's called twee whimsy
Mhm.
aesthetic,
Yeah,
where
sure.
it's very warm, very nostalgic.
Yeah,
And I was looking at Pinterest, of course. I love Pinterest.
sure.
And I was like, I really want to incorporate these elements that make me feel like home
Hmm.
into a painting that's not just my usual paintings, which are very morbid
Hmm.
and
Sure.
very depressing.
That's okay.
Um, and I haven't picked up a paintbrush in months. It's been a long time.
Really?
Yeah, life has been nonstop crazy shit.
I get it.
So that one, it's called 26,
Hmm.
and it's really meant to bring out the feeling of like you're growing older now
Oh,
and you're stuck to this kind of like reality of life that these feelings are fleeting and you're no longer 6 7 years old and you're no longer like a child who is like experiencing all of this up here that's like buttons and like clayfish and stuff, and then you get down here and you're like, this is how you feel,
oh,
and it's kind of transferring like right here into that childhood. So
amazing picture, dude.
thank you.
I love that. No, that's fantastic. Yeah, wow. Just that was very like, holy shit, that was really cool. Because you really do kind of come into those terms when you start to get a little bit older and you start losing that feeling of like, the teen, like, because, when you're a teenager and just even getting into your early 20s, it's just like, you still kind of have this like feeling of like, oh, I'm, having fun, enjoying myself. But then it's like once they get past the certain point, you're going, oh shit, like, things are you're starting to get older and starting to kind of come to terms with that and working,
Yeah.
life in general, like, where's this going? Who am I going to be? That type of thing. Like, yeah, it's a trip. So,
Yeah, that's been kind of what's on my mind lately of no longer being 16, 17
sure.
and no longer having like that childhood, I
Yeah.
would say. Even though it wasn't like the best thing ever, it's still like grasping on to those memories that you want to hold on to but are leaving you because you're 26 now.
Yeah.
You're not, you don't remember everything in the moment. So that has been probably what I'm gonna write about soon.
Oh, you like write like stories or poems and
Mhm.
lyrics and stuff like that? That's cool. Like, what's your, do you have anything of influence where it's like you draw inspiration from certain poets or musicians, like anyone you kind of look up to for anything like that?
I think I've done that twice for Radiohead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love Radiohead.
I
Oh
love
my God.
Radiohead. Oh my God. Yep. You're preaching.
I have been listening to their entire like discography recently,
Me too.
and I've been writing in like their style, even though it's not my general style,
Of course.
but like incorporating what I feel like would Tom York say
Yeah.
into like a techno song, like that goth techno song.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I've done one for like Billie Eilish, who I also adore, who I'm gonna go see in October.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, it was not expensive or not.
It's
It
not
was
it's not cheap. Yeah.
it wasn't for two tickets. It wasn't that bad.
Okay, that's not bad.
So I'm very excited. Um, but I don't think I usually like I'll listen to music because I have synesthesia
Hmm.
and I kind of whatever's coming to my head I write down or I will like draw. Because I was listening to a lot of Radiohead while listening to this one, while
Hmm.
drawing this one, and this is kind of like feels like Radiohead.
Yeah, it is very,
Um,
yeah.
their And Rainbows one is very
Oh,
much
cool.
what this
Yeah.
kind of feels like,
Sure, sure. Yeah, yeah.
and Freelance Whales. I don't know if you've ever listened.
Hmm?
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Freelance Whales was my first introduction to any indie music.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good introduction.
So I was listening to Location by Freelance Whales, and this is exactly what I picture whenever I hear Location by Freelance Whales. This like or synesthesia is so weird, but that's exactly what I see and exactly what it feels like is my childhood, and I can smell like the music that they put out, and like or when they used to put out music.
Yeah.
Um, so synesthesia also plays a big part
Mhm.
in everything that I do. So
No, that's cool. Just because there's a unique way of being able to translate, and you've done it well through painting, where you can translate what's in your head into painting or music or poems or whatever it may be. It's a tough process, and trying to find the colors and just even the smell. Like it's there, but I think you really killed it with that painting where you're going, this is it. And just being able to just throw it all on a canvas and go, that's exactly what I was thinking. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it's a task, and it's just like you killed it. That's so
I
awesome.
appreciate that. Thank you.
What was one of your favorite acts to see? Well, who was your favorite, and who would you love to see live?
I think like if we're talking like music wise, my favorite band that I've seen, excuse me, I just burped.
That's okay. No, I'm
Yes.
drinking soda. You're good, please.
I have to drink a lot of water right
Yeah,
now.
drink plenty of water with bronchitis. Yep.
Oh my God, it sucks. My favorite band that I've seen live, it'd have to be Feilu.
Really?
Yeah, they're a goth band that's played at the Bar Box, I think twice now.
That's cool.
And it's just, first of all, they're sweet. They're so sweet. They're
That's
great people. Um, it's just whenever I first saw them, it was so enchanting.
Mhm.
That's the only way that I can explain it was just they were just enchanting because they're a couple. I
Mhm.
want to say maybe cut that out. I don't remember. Um, but it was just seeing I forgot her name, but the lead singer with like this like blue and red and purple lights in the back and like all this fog. So we couldn't get the fog machine to turn off at the box. It was just like so magical.
Okay, who would you love to see live if you get a chance?
I mean, I know I'm gonna go see Billie Eilish.
Okay.
Um, that there she's definitely like my top favorite. Um,
What do you like about her? What really drew you in?
I've been a fan of hers for about 8 years now.
Okay.
So since she first came out with "Don't Smile at Me," I think it was just the rawness and the realness, especially during her interviews, that kind of she was like, I'm a teenager and I'm depressed. And I was like, I'm a depressed teenager too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I get it. Me too. And just kind of seeing her, it's almost like this parasocial friend like relationship that I have with this used to have with Billie Eilish, I guess. I just being like, oh, we're both young. We both
Mhm.
have older brothers. We both love music and it's just feeling like all of the emotions in her songs
Mhm.
that
Connection with it.
God, she's an amazing artist and I cannot wait to see her live.
Mhm.
Um,
Could be your first time to see her live.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah. I would say her in I think not Susie and the Banshees.
I
Who
would.
sings that song?
I would love to see Susie in the
I
band.
do love Susie and the Banshees, don't get me wrong. Oh, the Cockatoo Twins.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think that's how you say the name, the Cockatoo Twins, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Cherry Colored Funk.
Oh,
Oh my
great album. I just
talk about synesthesia. That makes my synesthesia act up crazy.
up 100%. That one.
That's so beautiful.
I was doing I do album reviews where I'll listen to it's a list and I'll do three a day. It's the 1001 albums to listen to before you die. So Cockatoo Twins has I think two or three on there, and I just listened to Treasure for the first time, and I just went, "What the fuck?" Like it just because I've listened to yeah, Cherry Colored Funk, stuff like, but that one, I was late to that one, and I went, "What the fuck have I been missing the whole time?" Like it's so goddamn good. It's frustratingly good.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely see Cockatoo Twin Lives. For
Mazzy Star.
Oh, Maisie Star! Don't get me started. That uh,
She
"Fade Into You" is mine and my wife's favorites. That's our song. Like that was our
oh,
wedding song. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
So cool. And
That's
people are
so
like, "It's
sweet.
a missing song." I'm like, no, it was just one of those songs that we were connected with when we heard it because she had here's how old it was. She had it on her MySpace profile, and I knew the song, but I didn't know the name of it.
Hell yeah.
Like it's and that was like our connect. Like it was our connect. It was so funny, dude. I love that song so much.
That's a lot. she's it's so lovely. I love any of like the 80s or 90s or 2000s like
Hmm.
whimsical era. Um, who else? Because I have so many playlists. I have so many
That's
playlists
okay. No,
of
you're
just
good.
bands and people I would listen to, and
Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing Deftones live coming up here in I think September. Yeah.
I'm so jealous. Um, I'm just gonna name off some:
No,
Lebanon,
please. Go
Hanover,
ahead.
London After Midnight, She Wants
Yeah.
Revenge.
Oh, I saw them live. Oh my God. I saw them in a small club when they first came out, their first album. They were great to see live. Yeah. So yeah, I recommend that one. Yeah. I know. See, it's my age. My age is showing. So it's like this was 2006, and I saw them in a small club in Columbia, Missouri. And we were like, hey, what are we gonna do? So we went out to, I think it was called Mojo's, and it was just before they went on tour with Depeche Mode.
Oh, I love Depeche Mode
Yeah,
too.
me too. What's your favorite Depeche Mode album, by the way? Go to. Favorite go to.
Oh, I really have no idea. I was,
Mine's Playing the Angel. That one I think I relate to the most.
yeah, that I think that one would be, yeah,
But it's hard to
oh
really
for
pick
sure.
any of them just because they're all great. But that one I kind of latch on to pretty quickly. But yeah, so She Wants Revenge, saw them live before they went on tour. It was great, great, amazing band to see live if you get a chance. So
Hopefully one day. Um, um, I'm like looking at my playlist on
no, please.
Spotify. That's on
No,
my
yeah.
artist playlist. Alita. I love Alita. I feel like I get a lot of my style from her.
Okay, that's
Like a
cool.
good chunk of it. She put out an album, I think this year. Such an amazing album.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Joy Division.
Joy Division. Hey, can't go wrong with Joy Division. Ian Curtis.
Erica Badu.
Erica Badu, yes. Honey is one of
I
my favorite songs.
oh God, she listening to Tyrone,
Yeah.
so good. She's so stupidly talented.
Oh, she's got a great voice.
I know it's Sade.
Sade, yep, got it.
Oh my God. I just love all kinds of music. And it's like I want to see everyone.
Yeah, me too.
Tyler the Creator
That's all great.
is I think one of my favorite artists of all time. So iconic. Um,
Favorite album though by Tyler the Creator. That's a tough one, wouldn't it be?
that is a really tough one because I got into him whenever he was in Golf Wing.
Oh, wow.
I want to say that's what it was.
Yeah,
Or yeah.
yeah.
Um, like back whenever he was it Adult Swim?
Mhm.
So if I have to go with an actual album, I think I'm gonna go with
Goblin, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Goblin or Chromacopia. That oh God, I love Tyler the Creator so much.
And being 26, are you looking back at a lot of stuff nostalgically? Are you kind of going, oh my God, you remember this, you remember that, and just going, holy shit, you know,
Yeah,
how quickly time has gone by and just how
yeah,
like heartbreaking it could be.
yeah.
Yeah.
I I just downloaded Snapchat again to add one of my friends, and it was like, oh, here's my memory from 2016. Ew! I don't want to see that. I don't want to see me wearing my polo t-shirt from like extremely strict Southern Baptist school. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Oh my gosh, that's
But
fun.
it's still like so weird knowing that I'm not that anymore. I'm no longer that kid. Or when I was younger than that, like 12, 13, I really discovered like the old like techno, like Broken Side, Asking Alexandria, um, all of that. And I've kind of found myself again being like, this is really good.
Where were you finding that music?
Um, I wasn't on MySpace. I was a little too young for that at the time. That's brought up a
Certain
memory of
blogs, stuff like that.
Vampire Freaks.
Vampire Freaks, yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. Now you're yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So people would have that listed as they're like top bands. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go listen to that. Why not? And it's like, okay, I like this.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends from middle school would listen or like get me into like bands that I now like kind of cherish in a way
Yeah.
of being like, this reminds me of this person in this time in my life. Even if it was a horrible time,
Oh my gosh, yep. You're
I
preaching.
still look back on it and I'm like, wow, it still holds up to this day.
Yeah.
Like
What drew,
I go ahead.
what drew you to the sort of goth lifestyle? because I was the exact same way. It was I mean I'm almost 40 now and I don't dress like it, but there's still elements of it where I have a black fuzzy coat and I'll wear black, I'm saying I don't have the makeup or anything anymore. Sometimes I'll paint my nails, but not so much. But uh I was drawn to that, and that was the Nine Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, Ministry, orgy type of era.
Hmm.
What drew you to that? Going, oh, I find comfort. I find myself in this.
I feel like my first introduction to alternative was my mom. She
Hmm.
showed me Typo Negative.
Oh, no way.
Woo!
That's awesome.
Love them.
Good for you.
I love Typo Negative.
That's
And
great.
from then it kind of just snowballed into loving all different kinds of alternative stuff. And I feel like what really drew me to it was like, this reminds me of home.
Oh, okay.
Even if it's like loud and nasty and like a bunch of stuff, it's still, it was calming,
That's
you
cool.
know?
Yeah.
Like it was, to pick out really like a band to kind of bring that up with was is Asking Alexandria.
Really?
Yeah, even though it's like loud and in your face and talking about drugs and alcohol,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
like I could have moshed to this in my room at 12 years old, you know?
I
It
love.
and it was just like a way to release so much anger that I had growing up without like a with a broken home, I would say. And it just felt like, yeah, I love this.
Mhm.
I love hardcore music and moshing, even though I don't do it anymore because I'm too old. It's like it's just I've always been drawn to it.
Yeah.
It's always felt like me,
Mhm.
you know.
Tell me about going to cosmetology. I don't know anything about that. So tell me about going in. Did you kind of bring your own, did you find your own elements through that, going through that process?
Well, that was a really interesting time because I had just graduated from this homeschooling Southern Baptist Christian, very close-minded reality.
Hmm.
2 weeks later, going into Cosmo School, which is a whole different ball game. No
Oh,
one's the same religion. No one looks the same. Everyone's so different. Everyone has piercings and you don't. Everyone has colored hair and like fake nails on, and it is just such a different reality. And I hated it.
yeah.
Like Cosmo School was the most confusing time of my life, I would say,
Okay.
because I was also deconstructing from that religion at the time because one of
Oh,
my friends who I had made, she's a witch or was a witch. I don't know what she does
sure.
now,
Mhm.
but she was like, "This is what I believe in," and she would show me the ropes, and I'm like, "Okay," and I was just slowly deconstructing over those I think 11 months I was there
Wow.
of just not only from religion but from the reality that I knew before
Okay.
because I was ripped out of my comfort zone.
Hmm.
Like I had to learn this whole new thing of like because I was homeschooled for about 4.5 years at that point. So it was just so awkward. I was such an awkward young adult at like
Okay.
18,
Yeah.
19.
Sure.
And I don't know, learning people, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Um, it was a really hard time, but would I do it again? No. Hell no. I'm good on that.
What'd you take out of it though? What was your going through the process? What do you think you personally took out of going through that process?
Just a whole new skill set, like still applying all art to my life, but applying it into a different direction, which is hair
Okay.
or skin or makeup. And I already know how to do makeup, but I'd learned even more
Hmm.
about makeup and people and hair. And that I feel like if I didn't have that in my life, I would be totally different.
Okay.
So I feel like it had changed me entirely as a person.
What do you
So,
think you would be doing if you didn't go down any of those avenues?
I feel like I just worked some shady retail job because I don't have a GED.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah.
Um, I feel like I would, but in like a genuine aspect, I feel like I would probably do journalism.
Oh, that's a good one. Why so?
I love learning about new things and what's going on in the world and kind of putting my own opinion out there and
Sure.
being a loudmouth, you know.
I love
So,
that's great.
or I would say a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
I am a big fan on getting justice for people who deserve it. You
that's
know, I
yeah.
love because I had taken a criminal justice class back in middle school,
Ooh.
and I just kind of found that like learning about what really is justice means a lot to people who are not experiencing it. Innocent people who are locked up in jail or prison because of a weed charge.
Yeah, it's pure insanity, some of these things where it's like, yeah, it's like, why? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, why are you putting this person through this process? Like, it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. And it's weird, and even just weird laws out in Florida in general. It
Oh
just
my God.
makes no sense.
Did you know that teachers have to implement AI into the classroom now?
Are you serious right now?
Mm-hmm. Yep. My boyfriend is a teacher, and a lot of, I think every school district has to put in some kind of AI implement into their learning curriculum, which I think is bonkers.
Yeah. Like,
So,
it that's why. And even then, like, I've always wondered, I'm like, when we went through school, we couldn't use any sort of even AI, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing kids able to use AI, like screenshot something and just get the answers. Like, it blows my mind.
yeah.
Like, how is that possible?
Yeah, and I sat here and suffered through middle school not
Hey,
knowing how to do shit. Y'all get to use Chat GPT. Oh my God.
oh man, if we, and that's what I tell my kids now, my young kids, I was like, you have the world in your pocket. Like, you can, if you have an issue trying to look something up, you can look it up and just kind of, even if you can't, obviously you can't plagiarize off Chat GPT or, rip it up, take the, but I'm saying the answers are right there and you can always look it up. And I think that's kind of what I loved about being able to access things on the internet. Cause I go down these like rabbit holes, like with music, I'll go, I think that's what kind of put me into, with goth music and post punk was like, oh, Wikipedia, I can check out this band. I can check out this band. I can check out this band. So
Yeah.
that was like and then it just spiraled out of control and started endlessly gathering music knowledge. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. Are you okay? Do I need to let you go? Is your throat okay?
I'm still doing good.
I just want to make sure your comfort level is fine. I don't want to overstay my welcome. So
No, I'm still good. I'm good.
all right, cool. If you could swap lives with another musician for a day, who would you pick and why? Weird
That's
question.
a huge question. Um, I think I'd have to go with Billie Eilish.
No, you do Billie Eilish.
Oh, quickly, yeah.
Okay.
I just, I don't know. I think she's just so talented that it's like I want to know what that talent's like for a little bit. And go on massive stadiums, you
Yeah.
know.
Would you? That's the thing. Like, if you go through that, you go wake up, Freaky Friday style. You wake up, you're Billie Eilish, and you go, oh shit. Okay, so now I got to go on this tour. You would have to break your comfort level and go up on stage and perform Billie Eilish songs as you.
I think I think I know them so well that I could do it.
Okay, there you go. There you go. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, would you work with, like, let's say you're continuing your music, would you work with like a producer, someone who could help you out with music, and then you could do the lyrics, and then you can share a stage with somebody?
I have thought about that.
Okay.
Um, and it's hard to put it into words because I am, first of all, nervous to do that. And I'm also very selfish whenever it comes to music. Like, I'm so afraid that someone's gonna hear my song and be like, this kind of sucks ass. And you want me to share it with you? No. You know?
Yeah. A lot of people don't know going into the music, and I was kind of explaining this because my wife was watching the podcast, that Taylor Swift podcast, where she was talking about her new album, how she got her masters back and stuff like that. And I was going, yes, you're young going into the music scene. It's very fresh. And if your parents are helping you out with that process, maybe your parents should have read the contract a little bit more and known that this much is going towards the record label and this much is going to, you know what I mean? It was one of those things where I'm going, you know, if your parents are your guide, then they probably should have known that the masters were gonna, if she deep down, if in the beginning, like she claimed, I'm not trying to poke fun at Taylor Swift. I know the Swifties might come after me after this podcast, but you have to read the contract and know that if in the beginning she wanted to hold on to her own masters, then that should have been part of the deal to go, I don't like this contract. I would like to be in charge of all my masters. How can we figure this out?
Yeah.
You know what
And
I mean?
yeah, I was watching a lot of like TikToks, I would say, on people who have signed contracts and have not read entirely, and they're like, well, now I don't own my music and I owe this record label thousands of dollars. I don't want to work with that.
Very. It's
I don't read enough shit to sign a contract, and I don't trust people enough to sign that contract.
right. Got to
So
find a good lawyer.
I don't have that money. like
Oh, right. Yeah. And
like
it's,
I'm a hairstylist and I make music on the side. And
hey,
if I want to one day pursue the whole thing, then sure. It's just finding, because I would love to make it Strawberryg0th into a band, I would say. And I would love to have side projects of like folk music and indie music and more hardcore stuff, I would say. But it's just about trusting those people. And one band that I can really point out is, I think it was Scowl,
mm,
who had to deal with something in their band as well. And it's like you don't know who you are working with and who you're friends with. And there was one Florida band who I will not name. And the lead singer was horrible to women. And they blew up so big. They had such an impact on the Florida hardcore culture, and they blew it.
yeah.
They all blew it, and he's still being held accountable to this day. And it's like people can be so talented, but be so selfish, and that's where it gets to where you don't have your band anymore.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that stuff's kind of coming to light too. Like even in the beginning, when a lot of these bands that were going through Vans Warp Tour, it's like, oh, now the
Oh
past is coming up to them. You know what I mean? And it's taking them to court, and they're
yeah,
finding out they were with this person, that person at this age, and it's just like, really,
yeah,
it's such a bummer when one of those bands you're going, oh fuck, no, I can't listen to them anymore. Like
yeah,
it's scary, dude, and it's sad. It's sad. It's like, how could you use that as a as an advantage against them? You know what I mean?
yeah. One of
Sad.
my favorite bands growing up is no longer a thing, and they're banned off Spotify.
Hmm.
And it's just their music was already shady to begin with, but I was also like 12 years old.
Yeah.
I couldn't comprehend what they were saying. But it's like you watch these bands who you like grew up with, I would say, that are
Sure.
now like pred- predators, say it very lightly,
Mhm.
um, and who are never getting held accountable. And it's just it's just disgusting because these people had such amazing, who had a very bright future, and they just want to ruin it because they want to hurt people. That's ridiculous, in my opinion.
What I took it, even just like I grew up in one of my favorite bands, and I saw them every time they came around, bought every one of their albums. Mindless Self Indulgence. When
Oh
Jimmy,
yeah,
finding out about Jimmy, you kind of go, okay, well, I knew he's a bit here and there, but I had no clue like it was like that bad. And now it's just like the music feels tainted. Like
yeah,
I can't listen. And I loved Mindless Self Indulgence. Always brought the amazing energy. Just love fucking with people. If you give him a wireless mic, you better believe he's gonna go from the bar to the bathroom to the back room. Just saying, it was just so much fun. He would
yeah,
milk at the bar. Like it was just funny. Like he was fun and funny, and he fucked with everybody. And the music was great. It was catchy. It was punky. It was stupid. It was fun. Loved it. But the fact that he has this history now, and this, he tainted his music, and it's like, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
yeah. And my biggest pet peeve is saying that you can separate the art from the artist. In my opinion, no,
Not anymore. Not anymore.
no. Like if you want to listen to the music where it's not giving them money, sure.
Sure.
I think a lot of us do that,
Sure.
But if you're listening to the music on Spotify or Apple or things that give them money, you're, in my opinion, kind of encouraging that behavior. Like, I think we all have our own guilty pleasure bands that are canceled or horrible people. We should listen to them, but
Sure.
it's just you people talk about their art because it's a part of their life. Like, I think that I'm unable to write about like a song that I've never lived through, and some people can do that, but I can't.
For sure.
So it's like if you talk about how you hate this woman, there's something else there,
Right.
there's either a realism to it, maybe it's you or your friend, but something's going on. So
Yeah, definitely. What do you want your fans to take away from your music?
do whatever you want.
Sure.
Like, I grew up with such fears, like such a huge fear of being seen, that it's like, you know what? I want to be seen.
Okay.
Do what makes you happy. Do what you want to do because you only live one time. YOLO, I guess. But bringing that back,
Yeah, sure. Might as well.
um, but you really do. You don't have a second chance at stuff. Do it now. Tell your loved one that you love them now. Shoot your shot because even if you miss, you still shot it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's just do what makes you happy. And as long as you're not hurting anybody, do whatever you want.
Mm.
Go up on stage, go make a fool of yourself, Go knock over an art piece. I don't know. Just as long as you're not hurting nobody,
Right.
do what you want to do, enter that art contest and enter that writing contest. Go do that sport that you've been wanting to do.
Definitely.
Because you're gonna regret not doing it,
How do
you
you
know?
what do you hope to see things in the future for yourself, art wise, music wise? Are you hoping to get like a full length album? Are you hoping to expand your sound? Like tell me
Yeah.
everything that you hope to see in the future for yourself.
Definitely expanding the sound. Hopefully implementing people,
Hmm.
not just me into this. Definitely an album.
Yeah.
Because the EP was gonna be an album. And then I was like, I have a part-time
Okay.
yeah, the EP was gonna be an album until I picked up a job again,
Sure.
a
Everybody's got to do it.
25-hour job,
Hmm.
and not being home all the time. And then I was like, you know what? I created this whole schedule of like do one song a week, and I was like, one song a week, I'm gonna lose my damn mind. I'm gonna not gonna like it. Um, but what was your question again? I'm sorry.
What do you hope to see like in the future for, music,
Yeah.
art? Like what do you hope to see like in the next 5 years? It's like here's kind of my game plan.
Yeah. So yeah, the album that I hope to I think after I'm done being sick, I'm gonna start writing and implementing new stuff because I already have the album name in my head
All right,
and
cool.
what songs I want on there already. Um, merch for sure.
Yep.
I love merch. I love stickers and pins and buttons and everything. So I love physical media.
Yes.
I would love to have like a whole like record and like CD release.
Yeah.
Like I have so many records. I don't know if I can show you,
No, go ahead, please. Please do.
but I don't know if you can see it right there.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a mess, but this is
Oh, that's okay.
DVD
Yep, I see it.
vinyls,
Yep, all
and
the
then there's a record player down here.
there you go.
Um, and I have more than that.
Yep, me
Some
too.
that are in
Up there.
storage,
Yep. A
and I
couple.
have like a whole set of CDs that were my mom's back in her day and age. At her being 46, she is like old. What is it? What's that one band with Gwen Stefani?
No doubt.
No Doubt, like OG No Doubt CDs or Avril Lavigne, and
Oh, yeah.
I just love physical media. So implementing that and finding someone who can do that, that is such a dream.
Right. How do you see things like in the music scene right now? I mean, you're a lot younger than I am. So how are you experiencing everything in the local scene in Florida? And is there any like do you see is things getting better? Is it kind of falling apart? Like tell me what your experience is with that right now.
I think history really repeats itself, you know? Um, because I've kind of taken a step back from it. Because
Okay.
like I said before, it does get overbearing and like sometimes toxic,
Hmm.
you know? But I watch people go to shows all the time and the bands are just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of bands are making it big time. Like one of my favorite bands ever is Heavy Hitter.
Mhm.
And they just toured like I think Europe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I saw them at a place in Lakeland called Uden Hall that I think maybe holds like 1,000 people, not even that. So they went from this tiny little venue to a European whole tour, and it's just I love seeing bands that are just talented deserve to go on tour
Proper
and just
respect.
make it big time. It's amazing to watch that.
Yeah. What do you think about social media? Do you think it's made things better or made things worse musically?
I think it kind of falls between the middle.
Okay.
Um, I think promoting it, it's amazing because you can promote whatever to whoever, whenever, TikTok, Instagram. There's a thing called Space Hey. That's like it's like OG MySpace.
Wow. Oh
I
yeah,
will
right. I know that. I know. Yeah, I don't need.
I will show you my profile because I have it on here.
It's fine.
And as soon as I open it, it will play Broken Side.
Oh, that's all.
I love Broken Side.
Yeah.
If it'll load.
Brooklyn, is it Brooklyn side?
Broken Side.
Right, that's right. Yeah, I was making sure I was thinking that right. Yeah. Oh my God, that is so old school.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really need to take advantage of that thing because
So fun.
that's so old school. Because I remember, oh God, I'm showing my age again, but yeah, I remember we had one locally. It was called STL Punk, where it was just all the local bands and local people who were kind of doing their own. It was like Friendster, whatever. Anyways, I'm showing my age again. But yeah, MySpace was definitely the go-to place where it was like you can upload your music, you can share your music, you can book gigs and stuff like that,
Hmm.
various venues and stuff like that. It was, yeah, and it was a lot like that. And it's just like now I just think with social media, there's a lot coming at you at once.
Yeah.
Again, we get the freedom of being like, oh, I don't need a marketing guy. I don't need somebody to, you know, to promote my stuff. I can do it all by myself. But now you're fighting for attention and attention
Yeah.
going, listen to this, look at this, blah blah blah. It's just like you're like trying to be like, hey, listen to this, and some people are like, nope, click, click. And it's just like it's a gift and a curse at the same time.
So yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it. Because like you said, you get to see everything, but it's actively like rotting our brains. Like like I mean, look at like anything on your like view page. There's so much shit that like doesn't have any like what's the word I'm looking for? Like yeah. Like why are we consuming someone who's just like cutting sand? I mean,
Right.
it can be satisfying. I am someone who likes ASMR.
Is that your like your go-to like social media addiction? Is there like what's your go-to favorite videos to watch?
Um, let's see. I love watching any kind of like cat videos,
Fair enough. That's
like
okay.
dog videos. Um, trying to load up my Instagram to see what's on my feed page, or like
I like cleaning rugs. I don't know why I find that.
yes,
Yeah, I love
oh,
watching
it's
that.
so good.
They'll fluff up the product and then they'll lay it out and then it's just it just
Yeah.
like I'm hooked on it. I don't know why.
Oh yeah. Or like I love watching people do like their hair.
Really?
Like I think it's fun watching someone do like Liberty spikes
Yeah.
because my
That's
hair is so long that I can't do it. But it's like watching someone else do it. I'm like, I want to do that with my almost ass long hair.
a lot of work. I had a friend, we when we were in the punk scene and stuff like that, he had kind of a long mohawk, but he had thick hair, so he had to like lay down and then we put a lot of glue in his hair and we'd have to like, put it up and it just took a lot of product, a lot of time, and it was just like,
Yeah.
I hope that was worth it for the punk show that we just, you know what I mean?
Oh no, yeah. I get asked to do like punk hair sometimes, and I'm like, I don't know. That's gonna take me my whole day, my whole shift, if I do Liberty spikes in your hair.
Oh, absolutely. Would you do hair like if you could run your own like punk alternative salon, would you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
I would love to. Like that's kind of like I've always said no to that because it's a lot that goes in with it, like
Sure.
taxes and having like a whole company.
Right.
But it's like that aside, oh yeah, I would love to have a safe space for people who are queer or punk or just alternative in general. Just to come and, get what they want without, Karen who's 85 years old trying to cut your hair. You know?
Yeah, what's it like out there in Florida with the, are people pretty accepting depend where you're at? And does it kind of go sideways, the south or, more south you go or west or like what's your experience with that?
With my experience, Lakeland was really small at one point, like super small, and it was just like this like more conservative southern town. And then it kind of as honestly, whenever COVID hit, people kept moving in
Oh
and
wow.
like coming down from like the north or like the northwest or like California or there's a lot of people who are coming down and especially in Lakeland, it's crazy down here now. But it kind of flip flops between back and forth as to where you go. Um, so we have like Union Hall, we have the Barter Box, and that's where you get the more alternative scene. So, but it is mostly like people who are like turn their noses up to alternative culture. And then you get to Tampa and Orlando, and that's a huge, huge alternative scene. Oh my God. I have been to so many shows there that are in like a trailer, not trailer park, like a car park.
Union Hall or a car park and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that my one of my first shows was in the UCF car park. That was like what's the right word I'm looking for?
Is it like where car park? Is it like where they do car shows or like where they race
It's
or
where you like put your cars up on like different levels. What the hell is that?
oh like a parking garage?
A parking garage.
Parking
Thank
garage.
you. A
Yes, yes,
fucking
yes.
parking garage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where like you have those shows in parking garages that are like that are so loud that you can hear from miles away at this point. And it's just Lakeland is that weird middle ground where people will come to shows in Lakeland, but they prefer like Tampa or Orlando or Miami or sometimes Jacksonville. I've never been to Jacksonville, so I can't really talk about the scene there. But I have been to Tampa and Orlando with like the Noise Box and Brandon, and those are huge places. Like Tampa's massive, and their music scene is huge. But Orlando is where it's at,
Mm-hmm.
like for the music scene, because everyone's there. It's a huge melting pot of just people who want to experience different things, and I love Orlando. I love it. I like the music scene. Let me rephrase. I don't like the
Right. No, I get
traffic.
that. I get that. Yeah, yeah. I believe me, I've been out there in Florida and I know how Orlando is, but
It's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot to take in for sure. But
Yeah.
music scene, I mean, I was talking with his name is Slug Christ. He's a he's a rapper, but he doesn't like being associated as a rapper just because he's kind of grown out of that. And he's from Atlanta, Georgia. And we were talking about bands that were in the South, like, Under Oath, The Chariot, Norma Jean, just a lot of these bands that were in the scene in the South, how it was just like the metalcore and the, I guess crabcore or whatever you want to
I
call it.
love crapcore.
I love crabcore. I was trying to make sure I got the name right. I was like, is it
Uh-huh.
core? But yeah, so just a lot of these bands kind of flourished in the South, had like a big thing to like, it had a lot to do with it. And it's fascinating where the different places, because I'm from the Midwest, so it differs, and it's weird seeing these moments where certain genres or certain bands kind of develop their sound, and it's so unique, and I love that because it has a lot to do with region as well, and just the people around you and what you take in, and even just like here, like Midwest emo is still around
It's huge. It's huge. Like
here,
I love Midwest emo
oh
bands
yeah,
so much. Like that's why Trash is like my favorite Midwest emo band and like in like my top tens. They're so iconic. I just love I love the Midwest music scene so much.
yeah, it's neat. It's a neat place. Like, but the problem is it's not very kind to a lot of goth or electronic based
Hmm.
groups in very small spots I've noticed, but Kansas City and Chicago, and I'm now noticing Minnesota and Wisconsin are a little bit more accepting. People I've talked to, they're like, we're accepting more bands now that are electronic based. So again,
Wow.
I'm kind of spewing this out for you, but if this is something that you're passionate about and you go, hey, I'd like to go on tour, it's like, here's some great spots where you can kind of pop up and play if you ever end up, wanting to go, okay, I'm going to take this on the road, Strawberry
Oh
Goth
yeah.
going on the road, everybody, like, you know what I mean? Like, that would be cool to see.
Yeah.
If
I
you like
think once I release an album, I would love to like tour locally
her.
because there's a couple of places in just the middle of Florida that are like very open to that kind of stuff. So not promising anything, but maybe one day.
What would be like your one if you could perform anywhere, even if it's small, big, unorthodox, like a library or cathedral, what would be your place to go and perform at?
Waffle House.
Waffle House?
What
That
I
would be
would love to perform at a Waffle House or a Denny's. I mean, come on. It'd
oh
be
come
so
on.
fun.
Right. I don't think I've ever seen like a goth industrial electronic whatever it may be in a Denny's. I've seen a lot of punk, I've seen a lot of hardcore, but I've never seen an electronic artist do a Denny's.
That would be so fun.
Make it happen.
That
Please
would be
make it happen.
so fun and so ridiculous. I would love to do that.
That would be fantastic.
Like
Uh,
if I could get like the Waffle House on like 2 minutes from me, I'm doing it.
sometimes I've seen a lot of artists do more pop-up shows. Like I've
Yeah.
seen Silly Goose, I've seen a lot of other bands that will just pop up and play. And I've always been one of those, I was like, I'd be too hesitant to be like, am I going to get arrested? Am I going to be fined for any, you know what I mean? Because just
Yeah.
a band, small band, you're on a budget, you're living on a budget. And then all the
Exactly.
cops come up and take you away. And now you got to post bail. You know what I mean? Who's going to be there to post bail
Exactly.
for it? You know what I mean? So I would love to do a pop because I used to do basement shows, but it's like, hey, you're invited to the basement. You know what I mean? Those were fun. Those were like the fun times, you
See,
know?
I'm so jealous because we can't have basements in Florida because you dig 6 feet
Of
deep
course.
into water. But I would love to perform in like a disgusting ass basement.
Come to the
I
Midwest.
would love to do
Come,
that.
come to the Midwest. You're very welcome to come play in the Midwest basements, okay?
Noted.
I'll put in
Noted. I could probably recruit some people up there and we can have like a basement show.
make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make it
I
work.
will.
Is there anything you want to add before I let you go?
I don't think so.
I think we pretty much covered all the ground with your
Yeah.
album. Love the album, Divine Machinery, Dystopia. I forgot to say this. I love that title. That is so cool.
Thank you.
It stands out. It's so neat. Angel, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I hope to hear more from you. Um, yeah, is there any last things you want to say before I let you go?
First of all, thank you for letting me come on and talk about random shit. Um, and I don't think so, except for, enjoy life and have
Okay.
fun and do whatever you want.
Do you have any words of advice for people who are watching?
Again, do whatever you want, because no one knows what the fuck they're doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You probably don't know what you're doing either, right?
I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just doing
So
this for fun. Yep.
exactly, do what you want and have fun with it.
Yep.
So
Thank you, Angel, so much. I appreciate your time.
thank you.
Take it easy.
You too.